You see this, though? This is interesting. This is not great news. I mean, it's not bad. What's weird, man? It's weird. And again, this is box sales for the UK. The week ending October 19th. Number 1, Super Mario Party Jamboree just came out already at number 1. So that's pretty fucking good. Hogwarts Legacy is still in there at number 3. Echoes of Wisdom went up a notch from 6 to 5. That's good to hear. Mario Kart 8 went up 2 notches from 9 to 7. That's still in there. But listen to the Astrobot hanging in at number 12. The Space Marine hanging in at number 16. That's pretty good. One of my favorite games of the last 10 years. Wreckfest is still in the top 20. But listen to this. Guess what happened? Silent Hill 2. Now, this is just money for box products in the UK. So, we'll see what happens when the actual figures come out that include everything. But Silent Hill 2 was number 2 last week. Opened at number 2. It's at 31. It tumbled 29 spaces from number 2 to number 31. Think about that. Now, what does that mean? Does it mean it was super front loaded? Does it mean that game was just really heavy on digital for some reason? I mean, it's clear it sold over 1 million copies in 3 days. So it's one of the best games of the fucking year. Maybe the best game of the year. I love it. But how do you explain that? Maybe the physical was front loaded. Maybe most people aren't buying physical. And so they're like, oh, I'm not buying a fucking physical game. So the people who wanted it in a box got it. Some people were saying it's been real successful, so it's sold out. So I don't know. But isn't that something? Silent Hill 2. Hopefully there's an explanation other than it was front loaded and no one wants it anymore. I mean, come on now. What are you talking about? That game's brilliant. Fucking brilliant game. I wonder if I have to assume Until Dawn is nowhere to be seen, right? I don't think Until Dawn's on here. There's no way. Yeah, it's not on there at all. The Silent Hill fan 2s bought it. I get it, but it's not just a game for Silent Hill 2 fan. I mean, it's a great horror game. I was not a mega Silent Hill 2 fan. I didn't buy it because of nostalgia. UK's the smallest market, says PK. Sure, I'm not suggesting that, because it's the smallest market, I understand that the number of sales there are minuscule compared to other places, but what I do think is valuable data is, even though maybe only 10% of the people that bought it there bought it in America, it still represents an interest in that particular title that I do think will be replicated in various other territories. But this one's not too good either now. And this one feels like it makes more sense to be front-loaded and then have legs. Metaphor Refantasio, which people say is delightful, and I played the demo and I plan on playing it more. Opened at number 7 and it dropped to number 24. So I don't know which one of those is going to have the longer legs, but I assume Fantasio will, because it's just a longer game. It's probably going to endear itself to a much more rabid vocal fan base. But Silent Hill 2 is a very commercial product. It's weird, man. It's weird. Lucas says, but it is a sequel, even if it isn't. When you see a 2 next to a title, some people assume you need to play part 1. I mean, that's not a bad point. If you don't know Silent Hill, that might be meaningfully confusing, and they need people that don't know Silent Hill to buy it. So, it's a good point. It's a good point.